Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy, Alyx, man. Welcome to yet another live broadcast. And today, we are reviewing not one, not two, three shows. First off is NXT, of course, what I consider to be the A show, the best wrestling show today. Following that, we'll go into episode 1 of the Mae Young Classic 2018, of course. And then season 4, episode 13 of Lucha Underground, which is appropriately titled Circle of Life. We'll get to that in just a second. I am excited to talk about all 3 episodes. If this is the first time you're watching your boy Alyx, man, do yourself a favor. Like the video and subscribe. You can also check me out on Twitter at AlyxManVX1. Follow me on Facebook and catch wrestling updates, be a part of future Q&As, and just chat along with me. It'd be really cool to catch you on my Facebook every once in a while. You can also donate using PayPal, Patreon, or Super Chat, whatever floats your boat. But starting today, you can do a couple of things to expand the brand of your boy, Alyx, man. First thing is first, you can buy yourself a Alyx, man t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees, and you can also get yourself a Wrestle Crate. This show is sponsored by Wrestle Crate, a monthly subscription service that sends you loot boxes of wrestling merchandise, wrestling goodies, wrestling toys, whatever you want out of wrestling every month. You can subscribe today using the link down below, and if you use the promo code ALYXMAN, you will get 20% off the first month of your subscription. Once again, subscribe today and get 20% off the first month using the promo code ALYXMAN. Who's here in the live chat? Roll call. Who joined me today for this, which should be a very entertaining show? Let's see, we got Godzilla Hawk, Brandon Cambimbi, Hellraiser, Big B Wolf, Ultra Shadow 97, Jake Saleg, Melissa Hernandez, Donnie Thomas, Aaron Sherwood, Elias Ademi. Let's see here. I want to be sure I don't miss anybody. Let's see. Kind of wait for them to start. Okay, Peter Topalis? Close enough. Lil Matt 825, Juwan Arnold, John Cena, literally John Cena, Mad Money Mo, Jonathan Ayala, Jay the Awesome, TLB the Fly Guy. Let's see, Pikachu Black. I think that might be all the people here so far. They usually start coming. RIC 1982, and I think that's gonna be it. I'm cool with the audience being what it is now, because the people who are watching me, they're the loyal fans. They are the true, I won't say true Alyx Man fans, because if you're watching me, you're a Alyx Man fan. But the ones who check out these reviews when I'm actually excited and I'm not ranting, they want to catch my excitement for wrestling, and I appreciate that. Thank you for watching me. I love y'all. So let's not waste any time. Let's not do any foreplay. Let's get right to it. NXT. First things first. NXT I thought was great tonight. Great episode for NXT. Kick things off with Cassius Ohno. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That boy came out and boom! Knocked out Keanu Reeves and his crazy self. The finest. You can get these finest elbows, boy. Cassius Ohno makes quick work of Keanu Reeves, knocking him out with a roaring elbow. I'm loving this sheer dominance from Cassius Ohno. And I noticed he's been very, very dominant as of lately. His matches haven't been going that long. At top, what? At most 3 minutes? I think around 3-4 minutes. It hasn't been going that long. He gets in there, knocks him down, and then he wins. Afterwards, he cuts a semi-heel promo, which I actually liked. He's saying he's tired of being an afterthought, because when he first came in, he had a lot of buzz. He had a lot of respect. And now, he's sick and tired of being an afterthought. So he plans on being the buzz killer. The next new talent that catches buzz, he plans to knock them out. Well, the newest acquisition that's catching buzz is Keith Lee. So what you're telling me is I'm looking forward to a Keith Lee versus Cassius Ohno match. Take my money now. I can hear the heavens opening when I said that match. Cassius Ohno versus Keith Lee. Oh! Seriously. That's going to be great. If that's what we get, that's going to be great. We had the debut of the Forgotten Sons. The Forgotten Sons make their debut. I believe the trio stable was made of Wesley Blake, Steve Cutler, and Jackson Riker. No idea who that one is. Nothing much to say about the stable yet. Don't know what they're all about. Just a tag team of misfits, for the most part. People who are not getting a lot of opportunities on NXT. People that nobody cares about. People that nobody talks about. It's just the land of the misfits. That is the Forgotten Sons. So until I get more information or development about who they are and what they're doing here and what they're all about, I really don't have much to say. That's all I'm going to say about them. They had a match against my boys, the Street Profits, who I have a lot to say about. Love them. One of my personal favorites on NXT. And thanks to an interference by the Mighty, those bastards, the Forgotten Sons end up getting a victory over the Street Profits. So, there you go. Forgotten Sons, on their debut, got a victory. Let's see where this goes. Backstage, we see Heavy Machinery. That's Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovich sitting in the office of William Regal, being interrogated about the attack of Aleister Black. They reveal that Tommaso Ciampa was standing in the bushes near the unconscious body of Aleister Black, which makes him the number one suspect. Number one suspect, and the obvious suspect. Why wouldn't he be the suspect? Who benefited the most out of this attack? Tommaso Ciampa. Johnny Gargano too, but mostly Tommaso Ciampa. So it would make all the sense in the world if he attacked him. I don't think he did, but I'm just saying. Also, Otis Dozovich reveals that he ended up breaking the toilet in one of the bathrooms of the Performance Center because of some coffee. This guy is awesome. I love me some Otis Dozovich. I do. This is one of those cases where, and I know they're going to mess him up, but I have to say it, WWE, if you mess up this guy when he gets to the main roster, you are. I'm not even going to try it. I said the same thing with Finn Balor. If you screw this guy up, you're going to pay. And they screwed him up. So, of course, when Otis Dozovich gets in the main roster, he'll be screwed up too. Whatever. Moving on. We see a pre-tape of, oh boy, Ricochet and Pete Dunne arguing. And apparently in 2 weeks, they will have a champion versus champion match in the main event. 2 weeks, we'll get Ricochet versus Pete Dunne. Take my money now! Yo! That is awesome! That is NXT TakeOver levels of main event. That's the kind of match I would expect to be saved for NXT TakeOver. We're getting it on NXT TV. Because, and both championships are on the line, who's going to win? Who's going to win that? I have no idea. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, say it with me, awesome! Can't wait for it. That's going to be great. We got a video package with the War Raiders basically saying they're going after the Undisputed Era. So, that's basically it. Nothing else to say about the Undisputed Era this week. I'm happy. I'm happy that NXT understands the concept of roster rotation. You don't get the same people on the show every single week. They do different things, different people. Give us different scenarios, different characters, meeting with other characters. This was great. This was great. This was great. I look forward to seeing what they do when they, I guess, come back next week. But it's good to get them a break. Because next up, oh my goodness, we got my girl Kairi Sane, who is seen walking on stage. And she walks up to a treasure box, you know, sitting on a pedestal apparently. She opens the treasure box, and inside was the NXT Women's Championship. I hope we do that every time she comes out. I actually hope that is her entrance from now on. She comes out with a treasure chest, and in that treasure chest is the NXT Championship. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. That's really cool. That should be a part of her entrance. She ended up fighting some local talent. What was her name? Trish Adora? Something like that. No idea who she is. Kairi beats her. It was a squash match. But afterwards, oh boy, afterwards, we got Shayna Baszler. She comes out, knocks over the treasure chest, gets on the microphone and tells Kairi reality will soon end her pirate princess dream when she cashes in her rematch clause and gets back her championship. She then proceeds to get in the ring and assault Kairi Sane, which has absolutely no effect on her. Kairi Sane channels her strong style and basically returns the favor, knocking Shayna Baszler on her behind and sending her running. I love this Kairi Sane. Love that strong style. Love strong style, man. From anybody. It just seems really cool. And it fits for her. It fits well for her character. So, clearly these two are going to have a rematch sometime soon. When they do, we should have a stipulation. What should that stipulation be? I say submission match. I think a submission match would be perfect for Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. That's what I think. So let me know what you think about that. That would be an awesome match. I would pay good money to see Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane in a submission match. Just saying. Moving on, we see a recorded promo from Tommaso Ciampa, who once again did not show up. Tommaso Ciampa talks about why he has not been on TV, and he believes since he is the champion, he only needs to appear when he has a match, or has to defend the championship. A champion is at the top of the food chain, and he is here to lead the wolves, not be fed to the wolves. He does not want to hear the opinions of the fans, the audience, and prefers to be alone where he can bask in his time on top. He implores all who shall follow the lead of their savior, the greatest sports entertainer of all time, to follow in the footsteps of Tommaso Ciampa. Good promo overall. This guy's so good. This guy is so good. He understands. He gets it. He understands what needs to be done to get fans to hate him so much to see him lose that belt. Oh, I want to see him lose that belt so much. I do. That's what makes him a good champion, though. Alright, after that, we got a backstage segment with William Regal grilling Lars Sullivan. As you guys would suspect, one of the top suspects to attack Aleister Black was Lars Sullivan. Why? Because Aleister Black broke his jaw and put him out for months. That was a result of their match at NXT TakeOver Chicago? I think it was Chicago. It was Chicago. But yeah, he admits that he planned on attacking Black because he injured him. But someone got to Black before he did. Sullivan admits if he had done it, he would admit it, he'd own up to it, and not only would he be standing over his body, he believes Aleister Black would be out a lot longer than what he is now. Yeah, he's cocky as hell, but he might be telling the truth. Regal tells him EC3 wants revenge for taking him out last week, and he puts him in a match against poor Raul Mendoza next week. Raul's being fed to the big bad wolf. Poor guy. Isn't that right, Big B Wolf? Is that the main event next? Yep. Next up, main event of the evening. Velveteen Dream comes out first for his match against Johnny Gargano. And he is wearing a Johnny Failure shirt. Oh my god. a Johnny Failure shirt. He got customized for this match. This began what would be a notorious Johnny Failure, Johnny Wrestling duo chant throughout the entire main event match. Johnny Failure, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Failure, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Failure, Johnny Wrestling. Sorry, put all that dramatics into it. I loved it. I loved the split in the crowd. Matter of fact, I think it adds to his character. Because the fans who have turned against him, you can say turned against him because of the way he's changed. He's not the same Johnny Gargano that he used to be. So Johnny Failure and Johnny Wrestling are the ones who still support him because he's still a good guy deep down inside. But see, that kind of storytelling, when you got storytelling like this, that's the kind of reactions you get. It makes things a lot more sweeter for the audience. It makes them care a lot more. And I swear to God, it's stuff like this that makes me say NXT is the best wrestling show today and why Triple H needs to take over the main roster. But getting into the match, what else can I say? Fantastic. This was NXT TakeOver levels of fantastic. Easily a match I could have seen at any NXT TakeOver this year, last year, the year before that, anytime. It was an NXT TakeOver worthy main event. It was that awesome. This was an awesome match. Throughout the match, Johnny displayed moments of a tortured soul. He is not the same guy. He's angry. He's bitter. He's beseeched. That's a big word. Beseeched.
I think Johnny is gonna go on a hiatus from the way NXT ended. By the way, a one-handed linebacker is starting for Seattle on Sunday.
One-handed linebacker? I'm looking forward to that. I gotta check out that game. Anyways, yeah, the storytelling here was beautiful. Masterful storytelling on NXT. Especially with Johnny. Throughout the match, the guy is angry. He's wrestling like a man possessed. He's attacking Velveteen. He's seething with rage. He's trying to hurt Velveteen. He's not trying to wrestle him. He's trying to hurt him. And we see that play throughout the match. In the middle of the match, Gargano snaps. He completely snaps in the middle of the match and tried to end Dream's career with a DDT on the outside. And that was awesome too because you see the crowd going, no, no. You have half going, yes, yes, do it. But most of the crowd's going, no, don't do it, Johnny. But he found an ounce of humanity in his soul and decides to not do it. His obsession with Tommaso Ciampa has corrupted him. It's turned him into the thing he hates the most. And the Velveteen Dream fed off of that. Velveteen Dream starts playing mind games. He tells Johnny, you're a failure, Johnny. You're a failure. You can't get the job done. You don't have it anymore. And Johnny snaps again. He puts down his knee pad just like Tommaso Ciampa does and tries to go for that running knee. He ends up running into his rolling Death Valley driver, and Velveteen Dream gets a clean victory over Johnny Gargano. It was awesome. An awesome clean victory, and man, this is how you tell a story. This is what I look for in wrestling. I loved everything about this match. Great action back and forth, by the way. I was on the edge of my seat. I didn't know who was going to win because I don't read spoilers. And this is why. This is exactly why. I got all of this match. This was awesome. But yeah, Dream wins. He walks away the victor. All that's left is Johnny Gargano inside the ring being showered with Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Failure dual chants. And he sold it very well. I love the lifeless, defeated expression on his face as he looked into the audience and went, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he just left. That's how you do storytelling right. That is wrestling. This is wrestling. I love this. This was awesome. Man, everything about Johnny's development as a character has been, I'll say it, groundbreaking. The stuff that we see on NXT, I wish we would get on the main roster. Imagine if we got an ounce of this for Seth Rollins or anybody. But we don't. And we won't. We won't because we have incompetent writers. Writers who have no idea how to write a show, let alone a wrestling show. But here on NXT, man, we got some of the best storytelling out of anything we're getting. And it's stuff like this that just makes me want to... It just makes me want to choke the life out of everything involving Monday Night Raw. Just choking out Raw. Everything, because that show just sucks. Yeah, I love this. Day by day, Johnny Gargano is turning into the one thing he hates, and it's getting worse. He's getting worse. I would love for him to come back one day, shaves his hair off, he's completely bald, and he lets his beard grow out, and he looks exactly like Tommaso Ciampa. Go all the way with it. Screw it. He won't do that. That's a little too much. But I would love that. If he shaved his hair off completely, came back bald, to look exactly like Tommaso Ciampa. I'm just saying. I love it. But yeah, that was NXT. Give me your thoughts on NXT down below. What was your favorite moment? Where do you see this going? I guess you can say, oh, look at this super chat.
Johnny has become Matt Hardy. He's broken.
Yes, he is broken! Oh, is he ever broken? I love it, though. I love it. So give me your thoughts on NXT down below. But with that said, let's move on to what I thought was a pretty solid edition of the Mae Young Classic. So let's go ahead and switch covers here to the Mae Young Classic. Look at that. Look at that cover right there from your boy, Alyx, man. Let me fix something real quick. Line that up. And I think we're good. Okay, let me take care of something. I'll be right back. Uh-oh. Hold up. Alright. There we go. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to take care of some things. Mae Young Classic had the debut episode today. And for the most part, it was solid. I felt like it was a one-match show for the most part. Nothing bad. Just, out of the 4 matches we got, the only one that really mattered was the main event. The Meiko Satomura versus Killer Kelly match, which I thought was great. This is my first time seeing Meiko wrestle, and I've heard some great things about Meiko. I've seen enough. She's a freaking boss. They call her the final boss of Japan. I see why. This woman is a boss. She wrestles like the queen. I love it. I love everything about Meiko. And I you know what? I know it's very cliche to say that, you know, the Japan girls, because we're always saying the girls from Japan should win. In this instance, the finals of this tournament should be Meiko and Io Shirai. I want it. I want Meiko versus Io Shirai in the main event. I want it. I want it so badly. I really do. But we'll have to see. It's just the first episode. It'd be really cool if we actually got that. Now, let's talk about what we got. On commentary, we had Michael Cole, Renee Young, and Beth Phoenix. And I gotta be real with you. Within the first episode, I was already kind of annoyed by Michael Cole. He ended up talking over Beth and Renee quite a bit on this particular episode. Granted, he was calling the action, and I can't fault him for that. But I don't particularly like it when I'm listening to commentary. The girls are talking, and he goes, "Oh!" You know, it's like, okay, really? You know, you go out of your way to ask him these questions, and they're answering the questions, and you interrupt him. It's annoying. He does it on Raw too, and I just think it takes away from the match. Like, just, it makes me miss Morrow. It's that commentary style I don't like that he does. He didn't do that nearly enough with, who did he, do the UK tournament with? Was that, Nigel? Was it Nigel? It was Nigel, yeah. He didn't do that with Nigel. I don't remember him doing that with Nigel. He wouldn't do that to Nigel. Nigel would knock his ass out. But of course he'll do it to Renee and Beth. It's annoying. It's an annoying thing that he does. But it is what it is. He's going to be here. I guess you can say by default he was better here than he was on Raw. Because he was actually calling the action, which is good. But there are some things about him, those small ticks that just turn me off. That's just my thoughts. We were in Full Sail. All episodes were taped in Full Sail. No, I had not seen the spoilers. Do not spoil this for me. I want to go into this with no spoilers whatsoever. I think we saw some WWE talent in the audience. We saw Ember Moon, Alexa Bliss, Funaki, Lio Rush, Ty Dillinger, and some others. But for the most part, you know, it was a good setting. Good crowd, by the way. So I think that's a good place to start. Let's go ahead and get into the first match. Round 1, match 1. We have Zatara from Chile taking on Tegan Nox from the United Kingdom. First time seeing Tegan. People tell me she's cool. People tell me she's good. I like her. Don't know much about her. Not that much about her anyways. Apparently this is Michael Cole's pick to win, and I question why, knowing who else is in this tournament. I like Tegan. I don't know much about Tegan. She gives off that same sympathetic girl next door aura that we see from Bayley and Dakota Kai. I'm very curious if she even knows Dakota Kai, because they probably do know each other. They actually do. I think they talked about them being friends. But okay. Not much else to say about her. The match was decent. It wasn't really a groundbreaking match, but you had some moments in there. So yeah, Tegan Nox advances. Nothing else to say. Then we got, now this was cool, Rhea Ripley, who is apparently a heel now, got a complete transformation in her character, is more of a punk rock goth badass now, which I love, taking on MJ Jenkins, who is a lot of spunk, who's charismatic as hell, spunky MJ Jenkins. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about her. Another decent match. Rhea Ripley was the highlight, personally. I want to see more of Rhea. I like the personality. I like the personality shift a lot. And it makes sense. She didn't get the job done last year, so she changed up her ways to see if this works. Alright, let's see where it goes. Rhea, bruh. Rhea can get it. But anyways, Rhea Ripley wins and advances. Match number 3 was, let's see, Lacey Lane taking on Vanessa the Mountain Craven. I like that. Vanessa the Mountain Craven. Very impressed with Vanessa. I was, you know what? Take that back. I was impressed with Lacey Lane too. Impressed with both of them. We should sign both of them, honestly. I think we should definitely keep Vanessa Craven. There was something about her that popped to me. Her chops are vicious. Lacey Lane, I'll be honest with you. I like her look. Her look is great. Apparently I guess she's related to Lio Rush in some way, because he was there to support her. I don't know if they're friends, if that's her, you know, that's his sister or girlfriend or whatever, but she knows Lio Rush, and she wrestled exactly like Lio Rush. But you can tell she's green, very green. She made a lot of mistakes in this match. It wasn't pretty to watch. But despite the mistakes, I want to see more of her. I'm very curious to see how far Lacey Lane can go and what she's all about. I don't know who she's fighting next, but let's see what she can do when she wrestles, You know, someone who's her size, a little bit more her speed. Maybe she won't make as many mistakes. But I was very impressed with both women. I thought this was a decent match. Lacey Lane wins. Now, we get to the main event. The main event of the evening. Excuse me. I can speak English today. I'm botching my words. Main event of the evening. Round 1, match 4. From Japan, we got Meiko Satomura taking on Killer Kelly from, is that Portugal? I think she's Portuguese, right? Yes, she's from Portugal. Alright. Great match. Like I said, my first time seeing Meiko in action, I love her. Didn't even know she wrestled in WCW. 16 years old. This woman wrestled when she was 16 in WCW. I think she's like, what, 36 now? 36, 38, 30. Let's find out. Let's find out now, because I'm very curious to see how old she is. Never ask a woman how old she is. You just find out yourself. How old is Meiko Satomura?
Meiko Satomura is 38 years old.
Oh, Meiko Satomura. So, Meiko Satomura. That's how you say her name. And she's 38 years old. So, not Meiko, but Meiko. Meiko Satomura. I knew that. But she's 38 years old. Okay. Well, she's a boss. They call her the final boss. And she wrestled like the final boss. Everything she did in that ring was spectacular. My favorite move was that cartwheel knee drop that she did. It looked like it killed Killer Kelly. No pun intended. Straight up killed Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, man, it was awesome. This woman is everything I want in a female wrestler. Strong, fast, hits hard, does innovative moves. Oh my goodness. Japanese rolled up into one. Japanese wrestling, yes! Give me more! Give me more! Meiko Satomura, if I said her name right, Meiko wins the match and ends up advancing. Loved it. Go check it out. Get you a taste of Meiko. But give me your thoughts on the Mae Young Classic. What match did you guys like the most? Let's take a break. Let's go to the live chat. And let's see what the fans thought was cool. Ultra Shadow apparently liked Rhea Ripley, who is his age, 21. Yeah, she young. She real young. Real young. Let's see here. Zeno Hour says, Meiko is so good. You have no idea. Jake Sayleg, Lacey Lane gave me those Ember Moon vibes with her entrance. Yeah, bro. Her entrance was fat. It's pretty freaking cool. Sonic X WWE, I'm surprised Michael didn't say, it's boss time when she came out. No, she said, it's Meiko time. That's what he said. It's Meiko time. I swear to God, Michael. I swear to God. Sorry. Shanti. That doesn't work. It makes me more angry because it's made by Jinder Mahal. Let's try this. Woosa. Okay, there it is. Woosa. Alright. I'm good. Let's see here. Zeno Hour. The main event was the best match tonight. Absolutely. Julius Gottmanton. Yeah, Julius. Can't even say his last name right. Lacey Lane is also Filipino. Shut up! That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Watch out for Tegan. Oh, so she gets better? Okay. Always entertaining TV. I love Tegan's match because I'm a supporter of her and the main event. Of course. She seems like someone people would love. She has that aura about her. But, alright, I guess everybody was impressed with the Mae Young Classic. At least the people here in the live chat. But check it out. If you haven't watched it, definitely watch that main event. You'll love it. Alright. We go from that to what I feel was an excellent day episode of Lucha Underground. So let's not waste any time. let's get right into my thoughts on Lucha Underground.
Introducing Lucha Underground. Lucha, Lucha. Lucha, Lucha. Lucha, Lucha. Lucha, Lucha.
Lucha Underground tonight, episode 13 of season 4, kicked off with what I thought was the best intro to any episode Lucha Underground has done so far. This was awesome! Everything about this 10-minute intro was mwah! A reason why I am happy to be a Lucha Underground fan. It was so good. It was so good. So I'm not going to waste any more time. So we see Catrina and Mil Muertes in their tempo. And of course, Mil wants her to do something. Catrina tells Mil she's done with him. I'm done with you. Since she got her life back, she no longer wants to rule the underworld with him. Because she's not dead. She's alive now. And revealed she was never in love with him. She was in love with the man that gave her life. Fenix. So she gave him back the stone, the eternal stone. And then walks away. Before she can leave though, in walks Melissa Santos. Baby girl, Melissa Santos in her hoodie. Who calls her a bitch. They stare off and they fight. And when I say they fight, they fight. They go at it. This was an awesome fight. They go all over the place. They fight backstage. They fight outside on top of the roof. They just fight everywhere. You know, they end up breaking windows. They end up breaking furniture, destroying the property. It was great. It was an awesome fight. Well filmed. Very well filmed. Very well choreographed. I loved all of it. It was an awesome, sexy, very sexy fight, by the way. Those women, bruh, I'm just saying, they both can get it any day. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. They go to the top of the roof of the building, where we see Melissa do an awesome judo flip to send Catrina over the top of the roof. Now, Catrina does grab the edge to stop herself from falling, but then we see Mil Muertes walk in. He tells Melissa to back off. Melissa says, all right, calm down. Calm down, boy. Damn. And then he goes to help Catrina, seemingly help Catrina. Grabs her by the wrist. She smiles at him. Oh, I was just playing about what happened earlier. Just get me off of this roof. She didn't say that, but you get the idea. That's the look that she gave him. I was just playing. I'm so happy you came to save me. He gets the stone, the Rosetta Eternal Stone, gives it to Catrina, and he tells her something to remember me by. Lifts her up and proceeds to Mufasa her off the top of the roof. Lets her go, she falls to her death. It's the circle of life. Sorry, I don't even know the freaking lyrics to the song. But yeah, she got Mufasa. Catrina is dead? Nobody dies in this show. Seriously, nobody dies in this freaking show. But I guess for now, she's pronounced dead. Will she go back to being undead? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, she's dead now. And once she hit the ground, here comes Aerostar, who appears out of bumble freak nowhere. It makes sense for him because he's a time traveler. So he appears. He asks Melissa for that medallion, that broken medallion that gives people eternal life. Goes to find Fenix in the coffin where, you know, Catrina took his soul. And then, well, first off, he took the soul of Fenix from Catrina and then goes to see Fenix and then returns his soul to him. He brings Fenix back to Melissa and they embrace. He does tell Melissa that it's going to be weird for the first few weeks. It's going to be different because he's not himself, but he'll go back to normal soon. And she's like, we got all the time in the world. Now, He ends up leaving his own way. But as he leaves, we go deep into the eyes of Fenix. We close in on his eyes and we see darkness consuming him. He's not the same Fenix. Uh-oh. And that was the opening segment. Bruh! That was awesome! This is the Lucha Underground I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for this Lucha Underground for so long. My goodness. It was a little slow. Very slow to start this season, but oh my goodness, did it kick it in. It kicked it into gear. It kicked it into gear the last 2 episodes. The latter half of the season, I think, is going to be amazing. The first half was kind of meh, because they lost a good chunk of their roster, so it makes sense. But this latter half should be freaking awesome. Can't wait for it. I'm already hyped. I am hyped for the rest of the season. And if we get more stuff like this, you best believe I'm going to be excited for it. So, yeah, that was an awesome opening segment. Man, that was fire. That was fire. Moving on. We got Joey Wrestling, making his first appearance on the show. Unfortunately, it is at the request of Antonio Cueto, who brings him out to give him a match with the Matanza, not the monster, but the Matanza. Sorry. Matanza Cueto, and a sacrifice to the gods! I love that. I like how he sets it up, too. He always does, like, unique ways to set it up. I hope you're prepared for the sacrifice to the gods! I love that. That's really cool. I like it. So, as you can imagine, Joey, well, he didn't get destroyed. He put up a fight, but he still lost. He got sacrificed to the gods. So the soul of Joey Wrestling, is now with the gods. And I'm assuming Johnny Mundo has to save him now. Oh boy. I like it. So if we're leading to a Johnny Mundo versus Matanza match, how's he gonna beat him? Maybe he's gonna need a little help. I can't speak English today. He's gonna need a little help. Now I remember the trailer where I saw Johnny Mundo with the gauntlet. That's how he's gonna beat him, with the gauntlet. Following that, we see Killshot taking on Big Bad Steve. And he beat him. Now Killshot is a much more arrogant, cocky piece of work now. Not too sure where this came from. Just kind of came out of nowhere this season. Maybe they'll explain it as time goes by, but yeah, he's a jerk now. Maybe he's always been a jerk, and we just never saw it, because he's been very cool. Whatever. But yeah, I'm curious to know what brought about this new character change. Is it the result of his brother not being there? Because remember, Dante Fox, his brother, he basically killed in that Hell of War match, and he's been gone ever since, even though they won the tag team titles. So maybe that has something to do with it. We'll see. I love the double stomp that he did to Big Bad Steve. Well, all the double stomps, but the one in particular was the counter to the fallaway slam. I thought that was awesome. But we see Son of Havoc go out there and watch the match with popcorn soda. And after Killshot beat Big Bad Steve, he goes up to Son of Havoc, swipes the popcorn out of his hands, gets in his face and tells him, "I'm better than you." They brawl, and he ends up ripping off the mask of Killshot. Just ripped it off. We don't see his face because he covers it up. It's Shane Strickland, by the way, if you want to see what his face really looks like. But we don't see his face. So yeah, Killshot has been unmasked. Oh boy. Let's see where that goes. Maybe we'll do a mask versus mask match between the two. Probably. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. That's probably coming up very soon. Due to an attack from Matanza last week, Johnny Mundo will not be having a championship match against Prince Puma. Oh my goodness. Sorry. No, it won't be against Prince Puma, but Pentagon Jr. No, Pentagon Dark. Why am I botching today? Elias, it's your fault. It's your fault. No, it's not your fault, Elias. I'm just kidding. It's your fault, Ultra Shadow. I'm just botching. Jesus. Pentagon Dark was supposed to have a match against Johnny Mundo today for the Lucha Underground Championship. But since Matanza attacked him last week during his wedding, he was not able to compete. So Pentagon Dark issued an open challenge. He got, instead, Hernandez, who came out to fight him. Solid match overall. Nothing else to say about it. It was just a solid match. So afterwards, he goes to break his arm and outruns King Cuerno, who does a cradle tombstone pile driver on the freaking championship and knocks him out. And now, King Cuerno is on the hunt for the Lucha Underground Championship yet again. And that is the show. Awesome. Awesome. I can't tell which show was awesome this week. Usually, especially during this time of year, I would be giving NXT via plus points. I would be saying that NXT was the best show. I don't know. I thought NXT and Lucha Underground were both were equally as good today. They were on point. I thought it was great. What a great day to be a wrestling fan. I feel happy. I'm happy. It feels good. I want more of this. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. Give me your thoughts. What did you like most? Do you prefer NXT, Lucha Underground, Mae Young Classic? Which one you like most? I'm very curious to know which one was your favorite. Which one was your favorite? Let's see. So I guess WWE, average at best. It was a very underwhelming to keep it short. Good soundtrack, good OC possibilities, bad story. What are you talking about? I have no idea what he's talking about. Dustin Willis, Dream versus Johnny was great. Elias says NXT was great. Joseph Winters preferred Lucha Underground. What did you like about it? How'd you feel about Catrina and Melissa? The Fire of Zantos. Lucha sounds intriguing. Check it out. El Rey Network. Every Wednesday. Trust me. You'll love it. Niche Bryant. NXT storytelling is too on spot. Bruh. It is kicking right now. It's awesome. AJ Envoy. I only watch NXT. I couldn't watch all three. It's too much. I get it. But you watched NXT, so you caught that Dream versus Gargano match, did ya? That's all you needed, buddy. You're fine. Let's see here. BW Rosa. Lucha just got really good. And Catrina will be back. As she was before. As basically the witch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. Hellraiser. What does Pentagon say when he does his finger thing? Cero miedo? Zero fear. Zero fear. That's what he's saying. Cero miedo! Now, if you want to know how to spell that, I'll put it in the live chat. Cero miedo! Zero fear. Big B Wolf says NXT was the better show. I like it. Let's see here. AJ Envoy, I will be watching and catching up on Lucha. Then I'll watch the Mae Young Classic. Cool, man. Tell me what you like about him. Tweet me how you felt about it on Twitter. Couple more. Let's see here. Dustin Willis. So will Fenix have Zero feel like his brother? Probably. He ain't the same no mo. That's for sure. He definitely ain't the same no mo. Let's see here. Joseph Winters. The best was start of Lucha Underground. The start of it. Yeah, it was awesome. One more. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me get some comments from back on the back. Back on the back. Always entertaining TV. Tegan Nox Dakota. They're a tag team known as Fly Kicks in NXT. Didn't even know that. Didn't know that. She teamed with Pete Dunne, Mark Andrews, and Chris Brooks in Fight Club Pro. Oh, so she is very popular over in the UK then. Those are some big names. That's pretty cool. Really, really cool. Just a lot of talk about Xbox and Listen, Xbox and PS4 isn't a competition. You want to know why? Because PS4 is better. Shut up. Shut your mouths. PS4 is better. I said so. Deal with it. Deal with it. Get the back end. You say differently. So on that note, I'm going to end it right here. Thank you guys for watching my thoughts on Lucha Underground, NXT, and the Mae Young Classic. Give me your thoughts down below if you watched it all. Hashtag I watched it all. But your boy Deluxe Man's getting out of here. Love you guys. This is your boy Deluxe Man signing off right here in Deluxe Man's World. I'll see you next time here whenever I do my next podcast. Till then, peace out.